Hello everyone and welcome to DFCCL exam preparation crash course. So basically this is your third day. Okay, this video should be uploaded yesterday only, but because of some work, okay, it get delayed. So now we will again continue our discussion of economy and we will see the next concepts. Okay, so let's start our video. Okay, now as we are going little deep now in the subject, okay, lots of the basic definition I already told you of economy. Okay, but there are, okay, it is not like that it is the same definition of all the economists. This definition we are using, that's given by experts. Okay, those who are expert in the field, they given us definition, and the perspective of each expert is definitely different, right? Experiences are different, perspective towards the subject is different, right? So there are lots of definitions of economics as per the expert. It will vary, but the basic definition, the base of economics. Okay, now we are doing a discussion of economics, that is study, not economy. Okay, I hope now you know the difference of economy and economics. Okay, first thing, just you need to focus on these words, that is solving problems of scarcity. Solving problems of scarcity. Okay, this is the definition of economics. Now see, basically this word, we will do some discussion of this word, very important word, scarce. Okay, when something is scarce, what is the meaning of that? That thing, particular thing, okay, it's available less, okay, or shortage is there. What is shortage is there, but there are many people are ready to buy it. Means there are many people, but obviously things are very less. Okay, shortage of things, but people are many to buy it, who want it. Okay, who want it. Okay, now basic thing is that why this scarcity exists. Okay, the basic question you should ask, why it is exist? Because we are human beings have unlimited. We human beings have unlimited wants. Okay, unlimited wants we have, and definitely to satisfy these wants there are lack of resources, obviously, right? Because if I take an example, our basic need was food, shelter and clothes. Okay, once we get this, we want variety in food, we want to eat different type of food. Okay, we get bored easily, that is the main thing, we get bored of the things easily. Okay, after 5 days, 6 days, if you are getting the food, now if you want different types of food, different cuisines in that, different Chinese you want, okay, you want Punjabi, everything you want in this. Okay, similarly for shelter, basic shelter we have, but now we want bungalow. Okay, we want bungalow in clothes also, basic clothes we are getting now. Okay, shirt, t-shirt, suppose, but now we have want fashionable clothes. Okay, so needs are unlimited, wants are unlimited, there is no limit on that. Okay, but the resources are limited. So this is the reason that scarcity of things exist, and it is exist for both, that is consumer also and producer also. How? Let's see this, very interesting. See, for consumer, basically what is the thing, we and means we are a consumer. Okay, we are a consumer. If you go to the shopping mall, okay, then mostly we do window shopping. Okay, I am not talking about Ambanis and all those, okay, those who are already rich, but those 90% people of India who can't afford everything. Okay, everything is not affordable to us. So window shopping means what? Just look at the product from outside of the store and then walk away. Okay, and then walk away. This is called window shopping. So means what? We don't have enough money. So we as a consumer want money. Okay, so shortage of money is there for us. Okay, this is for consumer. For producer I can say, who make productions. Okay, there is a lack of resources. Suppose I am talking about small company which is just started now. Okay, so there is a lack of resources, because of which he can't produce all the things. Okay, all the things which will satisfy different types of wants or needs of a consumer. Okay, not possible. Just he will start with, suppose the new dairy is there. Okay, then he will start suppose with milk. Okay, but he have limited resources, The businessman have limited resources, so he can't shift, means he can't do paneer and then your cheese, everything from milk. Okay, so he will just stick to milk in the start. Obviously later once company grows, he can introduce the product. Okay, but we as a consumer, we have unlimited wants. That is, someone want paneer, suppose someone want this buttermilk, someone want the different types of this, okay, sweets. So like that we have unlimited wants, but not possible for us because of lack of resources, lack of. Now see, for a producer, basically what type of resources we can say. For a consumer, we know that resource means money. Okay, we have lack of money, because of which we can't buy each and everything in the world. Okay, I'm again talking about 90% people, not 10%, those who are extremely rich. For producer, first thing, there is a shortage of finance. There is a shortage of finance. Okay, money, obviously, yes. Then if there is a shortage of finance, then team will be not there, okay, or labor will be not there. So shortage of human being, or I can say manpower. Shortage of manpower is the perfect word. Okay, shortage of manpower. So these are the problems faced by this producer. Okay, so you can see everyone is facing problem. Okay, whether it is consumer, whether it is producer, everyone is facing problem. And how to deal with that problem is nothing but economics. Okay, economics is nothing but solving problems. Lots of studies are there in this. Now see, in economics, what we are doing basically, I will tell you in just brief, because you don't need in detail. So in economics, first there is a study of prices. Okay, price of labor. If I am talking about producer point of view, then if I am talking about consumer point of view, then price of product, services. Okay, now one thing is there, we know GST means your goods and service tax. Okay, you know what is the meaning of goods. We know services. Service means what? You want something, I am giving you. Okay, I am serving you. I am serving you means services. What is the meaning of goods? Very interesting question, basic question. Goods means what? Anything that will satisfy human need or want. Goods means what? In economics we call goods as a anything that will satisfy human want, or I can say need. Okay, so I can say goods are product. Basically goods are product. Okay, services where you going. So means if I give an example, then Apple company makes these iPhones that are goods. Okay, and Airtel gives us service. So example will be like this. Okay, for the both goods and service. Okay, so first point, that in economics we are studying, we want to solve the problems, okay, of the economy. Economy is geographical area and whatever the activities that are going on between consumer and producer. Okay, all the things we are discussed. So price of labor and product. So capital. Okay, capital and land. If I am consumer, okay, and I want to buy some land, okay, for future investment, then I will see the price. Okay, so I have to look at the prices also. Second point, distribution of income. Okay, in economics we study distribution of income also. Then third, market behavior. Very important is your market, right? Very important is your market. Then trading pattern among who's trading among anything, consumer, producer. Okay, then distributor, producer, anything that we discussed already. Okay, so based on this parameter, economists try to solve the problems of society. This is nothing but your economics. Okay, now the exact definition we are getting here at the base level again. Okay, if some economist is there, he may tell us different definition, but the base will be solving problems of scarcity, that is lack of resources. Just remember this thing. Okay, just remember this thing. So in your notes you will write this, that what we studied in economics basically. Okay, if I ask you what are the three basic parameters, you can say, okay, which are very essential to provide goods and services to the consumers. Okay, what are the three parameters? So suppose natural resources, obviously raw material will be there, na? So I will just summarize all the raw materials as natural resources. Then manpower, I can say workforce, right? I need team to handle all the things, and then on which team will work. Okay, we got the raw material, we got the team, but on which it will work. Okay, some machines are required, or some tools are required. So tools and machines. Okay, so after all these inputs to the economy, I am getting my output, that is my goods and services. So basic 3 parameters are there which we require, okay, to give goods and services. Okay, now this is all about your economics discussion. Now based on this economics, there are 3 types or 3 classification. Okay, I can say majorly 2, but the third one is also there. Okay, majorly 2 are there. Mesoeconomics is different because we didn't consider it as separate. It is the combination of micro and macro. Okay, it is the between. I will tell you what is the things. So I can say 2 classification, major classification there, micro and macro economy. Okay, first we will discuss about microeconomy. Okay, just focus on this microeconomics. Okay, sorry, not economy, economics. Now we are in economics. That is study. Economics means what we are doing, study. So we will now doing study, but of what study we will see in microeconomics. Okay, so microeconomics in simple language means study of individuals. Yes, study of individuals means study of me, you. Okay, what are our earnings, what is our lifestyle, how many cars you have, how many space you have, okay, land you have, all those things comes under microeconomics. All the things comes under microeconomics. Okay, income per person is called per capita income. Okay, in economics, just another word, per capita income, which is the major focus in economics. Okay, similarly for producer also, those who have in industry, okay, that also we will study that how industry is doing, how many output it is giving, how many services are giving, okay, what resources are used by companies to produce the services or product, right, like that. Okay, it is also called subtle economy. Subtle means small, very small. Why small? Because just we are doing study of individuals, right? Producer, consumer, individual, seller, like that, buyer, like that. Okay, the important 3 components are there which are very important here in microeconomy. Okay, first is consumer behavior theory. Okay, or you can say consumer behavior also. Next is producer behavior, and next is price theory. Okay, now see, consumer behavior theory means what? How consumer is spending the money to buy the product. Okay, how consumer spending the money to buy the product. Producer behavior theory means what? How many product or services producer giving as per demand or supply. As per demand and supply, how many services are giving one company. Okay, producer means I will say one company only. And price theory means what? At what price of a particular product, okay, it is at what price one particular product is introduced in the market. Okay, and it's mainly depend on basically demand and supply, and also competition. We also discussed this already, competition. Okay, and these 2 are major components of market system. So price theory is depend on which? That is your market system. Okay, so these are 3 major component of your microeconomy: consumer behavior theory, producer behavior theory, and price. Okay, how to remember? Consumer will just want something. Okay, producer will make something, and price will be defined based on your market system. Okay, so this is your microeconomy. Next, now second, macro. Okay, second is macro. Now in micro we are doing study of individuals. Okay, but in macro we will study whole economy. Example, what is the example here? Nation, whole nation means India, right? India, or world also, world economy. Okay, world economy we can study. So now just think that for individual there is per capita income, that is per person income. Okay, so for nation obviously it is national income, right? For nation it is national income. So very important here are few factors that we will study. Okay, to determine the economy of nation. That is your national income. Then we see that what is the poverty ratio here. Okay, so poverty. Then how many employment ratio is there, employment percentage is there. So unemployment, sorry, not employment, unemployment. Okay, unemployment. Inflation rate. Okay, inflation rate and GDP. Now these terms might be unfamiliar to you right now. Just write in your notes. Once we will go again into deep. Okay, each and every term you will get to know. Okay, don't worry about it. Just for now, just remember this. GDP. Okay, what is GDP and all this? Obviously, we will discuss in the further class. Economy is the study of this only. Okay, you will require this knowledge because they can frame any question from this. So you should know each and everything. Okay, in little bit detail, obviously. Okay, and major component of this is nothing but your income theory, and employment theory. Okay, so just remember this thing for macroeconomy. And the last is your mesoeconomics. Okay, what is the meaning of mesoeconomics now? Between micro and macro, some institutions are there, or I can say some sectors are there. Okay, now see the example. From example you will get to know. Micro means one person, either you and me. Okay, or I will have, instead of drawing, I will write you or me. Okay, macro means whole India. Okay, so in this whole India, this is our India, there are lots of sectors. Finance sector, your infrastructure sector, construction sector, education sector, all those sectors are there. Okay, so whole, all the sector, lots of things are there, right? And in between meso means only particular sector we are talking about. That is, if in infrastructure, we are talking about infrastructure. Okay, so I am interested in production of L&T, most important company. Okay, then Hindustan Construction is there. Then you are that company, what is famous, Reliance Infrastructure. Okay, Reliance Infrastructure also there. So I am interested in each company income in this. Okay, so I can say we are studying. Okay, so sector, the perfect word will be sector, or some institutions, you can say some institutions. Okay, so this is the nothing but your mesoeconomics. So just remember the difference between micro, macro and mesoeconomy. Okay, so we will stop now, and we will meet on Monday, right? We will meet on Monday because on Saturday and Sunday there is off, but definitely your work will be there. What you have to do now, separate strategy will be there. Okay, yesterday I can't make, but today definitely I will make, and that video will be in English also. Okay, so for you guys, because I know that for Quant and GK, okay, you are not getting the classes, but definitely you should know that how we are going. Okay, so don't worry, we will walk together. Okay, and we will reach our destination, that is your merit, DFCCIL merit, which is one line last target. About test series and everything, okay, it will come. So just wait for the announcement, and till then whatever we are doing, just practice and revise. Okay, all the best.